Tionna Jenkins here, founder of Plated Healthy. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make a delicious dish using 2 ingredients, kale and spinach. I know you're used to using those 2 ingredients for raw dishes in a juice or a smoothie. Well, today, I'm going to teach you how to make this spectacular dish using kale and spinach and a few other ingredients. It is wonderful. Let's go. For any dish to taste amazing and have that pop, you need lots and lots of diversity in your seasonings. So for this dish, you can get all these seasonings at your local market or at a farmer's market. You will need a whole can of coconut milk. You will need 1 white onion. You will need ginger root, and we're going to slice 2 small pieces. You will need a whole tomato. You will need 1/4 cup of water. You will need 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. And for the remaining seasonings, you will need 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of each. They are garlic salt, minced onions, onion powder, cayenne pepper, cumin, salt, and turmeric. You will also need 8 to 10 ounces of fresh kale and spinach. Make sure to pre-wash all of your vegetables. Now it's time for you to cut your full onion, your full tomato, and cut 2 small slices of your ginger root. First, you want to warm your milk and your kale and spinach together. So you will add your full cup of coconut milk to your pot. And then you will add your kale and your spinach. And we're gonna put this on a medium heat because we want the spinach and the kale to wilt down just a little bit, and you want the milk to be warm. However, you do not want to overcook it, so you want to make sure that you watch it. Again, about 10 minutes or so until the milk is warm and until the kale and the spinach wilts down a little bit. Make sure you have a large spoon so you are able to push down your kale and your spinach. And we're also going to add a top and let this cook for about 10 minutes or so. Now, while it's cooking, you want to make sure you check on it in between time. You want to lift the lid. And if it's cooking too fast, it's all right to turn it down a little bit below medium, okay? And you want to make sure that you are stirring your coconut milk and your spinach and kale. Again, this will take up to 10 minutes for it to wilt. And then we're ready to go to the next step. Now it's time to saute our vegetables. You're gonna add them into a cast iron skillet, and I've already put in the 2 tablespoons of grapeseed oil. Now, if you want to not use grapeseed oil, that is absolutely fine. You can use vegetable broth instead. You want to put this on low to medium heat. You want to spread that out evenly, and then you want to add all of your seasonings. Remember, 1.5 to 1 teaspoon of each seasoning. Now you've transferred your warm kale, spinach, and coconut milk to a blender, and you want to add about 1/4 cup of water. We are about to blend, and you don't want it to be too blended because you want it to be within a soup type of form unless you want all of your kale and your spinach to be chopped finely. But you want it just chopped mediumly within the blender. So we're gonna pulse it so that we can stop it and start it as we wish. Here we go. And you can check it every now and again to look at it, to see if it is blended the appropriate amount that you like for it to be blended. So I'm gonna do this just a little bit more. So I want my kale and spinach leaves to be a little bit more finely chopped, but all right, and now we're gonna transfer it back to a skillet to add all of the other ingredients. Now you've added in all of your seasonings. Remember, 1.5 to 1 teaspoon each. As your onions and all of your vegetables are cooking and sauteing, you wanna make sure that you are stirring this around so that it doesn't burn, for one, but you also wanna make sure that you're getting all of your seasonings completely and thoroughly through each and every vegetable. Again, if you need to turn this down, below medium is absolutely fine so it does not burn. Make sure you're paying attention to your dish. But you wanna do this for about 10 minutes or so to get a good browning of your vegetables. After this, we're gonna add in our kale and spinach coconut mixture to this sauteed onion and tomatoes and all of our seasonings. Your onions and your tomatoes and all of your spices, along with your ginger root, have cooked down over your skillet. You want to turn that temperature down just a little bit to low. And now you want to add in your kale and your spinach and your warm milk from the blender. You can slowly add that in. And you want to mix that together. Making sure to stir in all of the onions and all of the tomato base really good, along with your kale and your spinach. You can keep this on low heat while it simmers for about 5 more minutes. And there you have it, a delicious creamed spinach and kale dish. You can have this for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or an appetizer. Whenever, it is all good.